Okay, hi everybody, it's Joe again, and I'm here playing Merfolk against my friend Rich. We're going to play yet another match with his new Tezzeret deck featuring the Thopter Foundry Sword of the Meat combo. So here we go. Have to roll our dice. It's pretty solid. Feeling good with the die rolls tonight. And the hands. Hands are pretty good. I'll keep. Good luck. YOLO. Alright, so he's keeping, I guess. Does that mean keep? Okay. So, Rich, he may play Hand Disruption on turn 1. If he does, I do believe I'm going to counter it with Curse Catcher. Because this Echoing Truth is a singleton in my deck and can be very valuable in the later part of the game to bounce important things. So that's fine. He plays this for an Inquisition, which I promptly counter with Curse Catcher. Now it's possible we just find the same thing again next turn, and there's nothing we can do about it. But, you know, we do as much as we can. Echoing Truth is worth protecting by sacrificing a Curse Catcher. Echoing Truth can bounce a Planeswalker. I think he plays both Tezzerets, although I'm not sure, maybe he only plays the bigger one, the mono blue one that we've seen in the previous matches. But if he's playing blue and black, I don't see any reason not to play both of the Tezzerets. Echoing Truth is also pretty good to bounce part of the combo if need be, although it can just come down again. So now we want land. Well, that's like a poor man's version of land, but we'll take it over another creature right now, and that's about it. Aether Vial is showing up a little bit late to the party this game. Better late than never, I say. It looks like my friend here is mana screwed. Darksteel Citadels make Hurkyl's Recall that much sweeter. It's sort of amazing when you bounce like 2 Darksteel Citadels and don't just set them back on their artifacts but also on their lands. That's one of the reasons that the deck, I think the matchup gets much stronger in the second and third games post sideboard, because I'm able to bring in 6 counter spells and 4 Hurkyl's Recalls, which, as I've mentioned previously, are kind of like a Wrath of God against this deck. Kind of, sort of like a Wrath of God. Okay, he's got 2 swords, and I've got a Curse Catcher and Aether Vial. Even Steven. Alright, that's pretty good. I'll play that guy now. Why not? Alright, and it's Rich's turn again. I still don't have a really good sense for what kind of removal he plays in the main deck. I know he has some Kolaghan's commands, but I think he actually just adjusted after the last game, so he may have 1 or 2 Damnations in the main board now. But he is currently 1 black mana away from being able to resolve that this turn. He's actually 1 mana away, period, since I have a Curse Catcher on the table. I like that he's already at 12 life. Okay, so Snapcaster for Inquisition. And again, there's nothing we can do about this, so we don't bemoan it too much. Presumably he'll take Echoing Truth, but I do have yeah, there it is. He knows. I think he knows that I only run 1 of them. Steam Vents is representing Bolt here, which might blow me out in combat. Harbinger is pretty bad in this matchup because we really never want to bounce. Hold on. Rich has a tendency to forget to exile his cards. Okay, so we went to 2 counters, and we're going to go ahead and draw. Another Aether Vial, not the worst thing in the world. I was really kind of hoping to play Mirror Regery this turn. If I attack with Curse Catcher and he bolts my Lord, I'll just sack Curse Catcher. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we'll attack with Curse Catcher. Does Rich go down to 10? He does. Second main phase. I'm going to play Ether Vial. And I'll be putting Harbinger into play regardless of what Rich does this turn. If he attacks with Snapcaster, I'm just going to take the 2 damage, but I have a feeling Snapcaster might be more valuable for Rich as a blocker right now. These Ether Vials are just going to tick up. With more expensive... Okay. So alright, he has the combo online right now, and my Echoing Truth is in the graveyard. I activate Ether Vial. This is a really tough situation now because my only out really to this combo is Echoing Truth in the main deck, and we really, we can try to race him, but he's going to gain so much. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, I need to add my counters and then draw a card. Well, that could have been worse. It's possible that Rich is setting up for a damnation here. So I can attack with... Well, he could triple block my master if I bring in Mirror Regery. He's got an island and colorless source. I can activate this twice and gain 2 life. So if he triple blocks my master here, well, I guess he only needs to double block since he'll have 3 power on him. The other guys still have Island Walk. If they go to 3 and 4, that'll put him at 3 life. I guess that's what we need to do. I'm going to... But should I attack with the master is the question. Probably not. Island Walk is too valuable. So I attack with these guys. Pass to blocks. See if he has any blocks. Yeah, I mean, I guess... Okay, no blocks. Bring in Regery. Try to get as much damage as we can. Even if he wipes the board, I get to follow up with a bunch of tokens. And a Master of Waves and a Harbinger of the Tides, so not feeling too bad. He gains 2 life, makes 2 Thopters, attaches a bunch of swords to the Thopters. Okay. But if he does have a board wipe, then if he does have a board wipe, then I'm not going to have Island Walk anymore, and his Thopters can kind of take over the game. That's kind of where I see the game going. That's how this combo deck works. I have to remind Rich, I think that the other sword is attached too. Oh god. So I literally have no outs to Ensnaring Bridge, so that's pretty disgusting. I could... now I'm in a position where I have to dismember my Mirror Regery. Alright, so Rich will probably attack here. If I dismember my Regery, I can attack for exactly lethal next turn. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's see what we can do. Actually, I should keep my Master of Waves a little bit secret, because it'll make 2 power guys, and while I don't think I'm going to have a chance to get them on the board, or rather, to attack with them. Oh, Chris Catcher is also decent, since he's tiny. Okay, so we're going to play Chris Catcher. Rich is going to say okay, probably. And I'll just put him into play. I'll just double check. Okay, so now the play is at the end of Rich's turn, next turn, to just make an insane army of tokens and hope that he keeps 2 cards in hand and gets sort of screwed. I untap my land because of the Regery trigger. It's a little delayed, but this is a tiny bit casual. So what is he losing life for? Oh, okay. He asked if I have another main board, Echoing Truth, and I said it's possible. Who's getting hit here? What is going on? Or it's just tapping out for more Thopters. Short. But if he makes, okay, if he makes 5 more Thopters, I think he, okay, so he gained 2 more life, he's at 6, and if he makes 5 more, he's going to go up to 11, but I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dudes. So if he has 2 cards in hand at the end of this turn, I could win. It would be kind of weird. But again, I don't know if Rich is thinking about the possibility of me having, you know, an insane army of 2 power creatures. So he's attacking here. They're all flying, and so I take 6 and go to 14. What card has he played? I guess he played a land? Okay, yeah, he played a land. And so unless he has 2 lands in hand, he should be able to play something. And I have a bounce spell, but it's not going to bring anything to his hand. Oh, I can use it to bounce his Snapcaster. That might, if he taps out, that might get me there. If he taps 5 mana now, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on. What is he playing? If he taps 5 mana to play Tezzeret, that would be insane because then I can bounce his Snapcaster, which gives him 2 cards and lets me attack with my army. To explain a little more, what I would do is I bring in Master of Waves at the end of the turn no matter what. It would make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the 1, 9, 2 ones. And he doesn't have anywhere near enough blockers to deal with that. Oh, this is so cool. I hope this actually works out. So I have no answer to that thing. Is he gonna, I don't know what option he's gonna use with him, which ability. He can presumably, oh well, he's gonna have some, okay, so he goes down, so he's searching for an artifact card that costs 2 mana. He already played his land. That can make 1 more Thopter. This is really exciting. I think I've won the game. What is he getting? That costs, oh, what is he getting? Another Thopter Foundry for redundancy or something? Well, he's looking. We have to wait, but I think we have it. So the Master Waves is going to come in now. Make his army. He has protection from red, so he won't die. And he's gonna bring, I think, 18 power with him. Alright, so he got a land. He could have just negative zeroed for that. Oh, so he put the... Oh, alright, so It's possible he has. I don't know what spell he could have, but I have a Cavern of Souls to get through a Remand or something like that. Alright, so this guy is a 4-3, but he's making a lot of little guys. Let's count carefully. He makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put them all to one side. Be a little bit more organized about it. Can make 3 little piles. That works. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got it. And Snapcaster is going to go back to his hand when I bounce him with Harbinger and Marrow Regery. So here we go. Setting up for a very cool win if it works. Oh, he can play the Snapcaster. Man. Ugh, that's so disappointing. How dumb. What artifacts were you considering? That would have been epic. Huh. Wow. Okay, so I bounced this Snapcaster, and yeah, when we move to go to combat, he's going to crack it for an island, and he can play it out whenever he wants. Oh man, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he can just play whatever cards he gets now. Okay. Well, we get to go to game 2. These have been pretty interesting games tonight. So he didn't even want to get the land. He wanted to get a Pithing Needle. But he couldn't because it wasn't in his main deck. He was going to turn off my Ether Vials, which, of course, in response, I could have just played my Master of Waves. It wouldn't have affected anything. But because he didn't have Pithing Needle, he got a land, and that let him replay the Snapcaster Mage. Boo, is what I say to that. Boo. All right. All 4 Spreading Seas out. Same old plan as last time. All 4 Harbingers out. And the 2 Dismembers out. That should be enough. That was 10. Didn't I bring in 10 cards? Oh, I brought in more. I brought in 12. The Relic is good against the combo. And the combo is one of the more threatening aspects of this deck. So I feel like the relics should stay. What do I take out? What is the... I really don't want to cut any more creatures than this. So I guess we have to take out a couple Ether Vials. A little bit sad, but he does have Kolaghan's Command. So this is a bit of a hedge against that. Kolaghan's Command can also hit Relic, but a lot of the time I'll be able to cycle it in response. Man, I can't believe that ending. Ugh, he should have gotten anything. I guess the land is a smart choice because he had the Thopter combo online. Anyhow, pretty incredible ending either way. I'm happy that I was able to at least spot that line, the chance for victory. But when you've gone up against Ensnaring Bridge as many times as I have, you know how to look for these tiny angles, tiny windows of possibility. All right, that'll do. Okay, let's get it started. Turn 2, I can play a lord. Turn 3, I can play a lord. Turn 4, I can play a lord. That would raise his... it would raise his Anger of the Gods, right? Because my turn 2, his turn 2, he has 2 lands. Oh, no. I can have 2 lords, and on his turn 3, he'd be able to Anger of the Gods me. But I can race... Well, no. Let's just see how it goes. I'm going to play it one step at a time. Ugh, the awkwardness. Okay. Yep. Just play a lord. Sometimes these guys are just like the only play. You know, it's definitely optimal in most cases to wait to play the lords, but when you have 3 of them in your hand and you need to optimize your sort of mana efficiency. Okay, and he's gonna take 1 life and bolt my lord or inquisition me. That's fine. Reveal hand to Rich. Well, he doesn't have. Well, he does have 1 red mana. These ramp mana rocks are a little bit annoying when I play. Okay, so he takes negate. Negate. I think that's what he's trying to say here. So, well, I have a dispel now. That's nice, but not very useful yet. I don't know if it's useful or not. He doesn't know I have it, so it's useful in that sense. But I can, you know, kind of fearing the damnation the following turn. So if I play Curse Catcher, it slows that down a little bit, and he can be thinking that that's the reasoning. And then, I don't know, maybe I can catch him off guard and catch something good with Dispel. Leaving these 2 up makes him probably think about negate. And unless I draw another blue source, though, I'm kind of stuck holding up Dispel. Yeah, I don't know. I can't overextend right now. I have to see kind of what's going on with his land, with everything else. And with Mutavault, I'm starting to develop a little bit of a clock without having to play too many more creatures out of my hand. Now, if he does start deploying combo pieces, Dispel is not very useful in that situation. Now I can attack with Mutavault next turn. That's a big chunk of damage while keeping Dispel up. That seems like a good line to me, but it'll depend on what I draw next turn. So he's Kolagons, and that's getting countered right away. No second mode for you. I hate that card. Okay. All right, so that's done. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's a very, very, very good Magic card. Almost too good. Definitely Legacy playable. Though my guys are Legacy playable too, so I guess we're even. Anything else? So it's interesting because Kolagons only deals 2 damage. So if I did play the other Lord last turn, that Kolagons command alone wouldn't have been able to kill my guy, kill either of my Lords. But I don't know, Rich is thinking about this land here. I guess, oh, okay. So he's getting another shock land to do something now. I guess another discard spell. Okay, maybe not. Blade Crypt. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Do I want to counter this? Interesting situation. If I draw a land, I can play it and attack for 3, 6, 10. Puts him at 13. If I sacrifice this now, to counter. I'm only getting in for 5 next turn if I don't draw land. If I do draw land, I get in for 7. A second red sort of represents Anger of the Gods. But should I let this resolve? It's a very, very tricky spot. So if I don't draw a land and I don't know, I draw another lord or something like that, I can only play a lord next turn and attack for 3. I don't really like that clock very much. Okay, I'm gonna let him take a lord. I like the Curse Catcher. Prevents stagnation as it stands. Like, it doesn't really matter which one. Okay, so he takes Lord of Atlantis. And I guess he's got to pass the turn now. What am I going to draw here? Okay, well, that's an interesting card. I think we just push damage, though. It's a 2-turn clock. All right, let's see what he can do. Very curious. In these situations, Mutavault is really good because it just avoids all those sorcery speed removal spells. Okay, Lightning Bolt on the Curse Catcher. I'm going to sacrifice it to counter the Lightning Bolt. Oh, okay. Okay, that comes into play tapped, and now Ensnaring Bridge. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. So, yeah, Master of Waves seems sort of optimal right here. Use my mana and just put lethal on board. At this point, it's just a race for me to draw any one of my 5 Hurkyl's Recalls or Echoing Truth. Okay, so we draw, Regery, and we don't want to overextend by any means because he does play Anger of the Gods and Damnation. We do have our 5 answers in the deck, and we can wait this out. He's going to be able to start filtering his draws, which is unfortunate, but there's not a lot I can do in this position. Against Ensnaring Bridge, that's fine. I've still got lethal on board. Overkill. I mean, it's really just a matter of hitting that one card that I need. I think he might have actually been better off just looting last turn. Okay, so that works, and we win the game. So yeah, 5 outs. Hard to dodge. All right, so that was game 2, I think, right? I guess he's typing something here. I don't know what he's thinking about. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm so dumb. Against Thopter. I should just back up and attack. Oh wait, I can't attack. Whatever. Go ahead. I guess if it's on the stack and he makes Thopters, they get bounced. So I have, how much damage on the board? 5 plus 6 is 11. Oh, I mean, I think he's still dead. But I always forget about Thopter. I just think it's kind of sitting there waiting for the other piece of the combo. But it can totally surprise you if you're not careful. So I almost messed up. Yeah, good game. Game 3. So I'm getting a lot of good practice in against this deck. I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of mistakes against this combo for the next month or so. It does really seem like everybody is playing it right now. I think that was game 2. I lose track of these games. So focused on each turn and giving you guys my commentary that I can't even remember where the match is standing. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so Rich will start now. And this is a solid hand. Very nice. I've been drawing a lot of these Island Walk Lords. Hand Disruption will get rid of Hurkyl's Recall right away, but I can cast all my spells, and with Mutavault I have 4 attackers in my opening hand, which is basically all I can ask for. His deck does play islands, and Island Walk is always welcome. Looks like Rich is thinking about it. Let's do it. Okay, he's going down 1 life to get a swamp. And he'll take my Hurkyl's Recall, which is fine. Bound to happen. See if he comments on the overall quality of my hand. I mean, he could have a lot of amazing things too. Again, he does run some number of board wipes. More after sideboarding, certainly. Alright, we drew a turn 1 play, which is very nice. Get our clock going earlier. It's actually excellent. It's possible that Aether Vial would be better, but I don't know. Aether Vial is weak to Kolaghan's Command, and we have lands in our hands, so we will be able to play our spells. We still have 4 artifact bouncing spell effects in our deck, and 6 counter spells. So maybe more hand removal here. Hand Disruption. Oh, Pithing Needle. Is he going to name Mutavault or Curse Catcher? Curse Catcher. Okay. I can dig it. In exchange for do-nothing cards like Pithing Needle, I can't activate my Curse Catcher. So I don't want to let him know that I drew another island. Cavern of Souls will do just as well in this situation. So this is another situation, like I mentioned earlier, where we need to consider whether, because we know he plays Lightning Bolt now. So if we attack for 1 point of damage and then play a Lord, and he bolts the Lord, we can... Oh, but I can't sacrifice Curse Catcher anyway, so what we do is we just need to push damage now. Because if you're going to bolt the Lord, he's going to bolt the Lord. Can't help him with Curse Catcher anymore. But I can still attack with Curse Catcher, and he can't do anything with Pithing Needle. It contributes to Tezzeret, but not in a really meaningful way. So Island Walk is online now, though he doesn't have any blockers anyway. If he plays Anger of the Gods now, that's a little unfortunate, because I could counter it otherwise. Well, he can't. Looks like his mana is a little bit squeezed, but he's going to hit my Lord and make me discard, in which case I will pitch an island for sure. Island, and this guy eats it, and my Curse Catcher goes down to 1. And then that's it. Kolaghan's Command, very unfair. Hits me very hard all the time, and I would have been able to counter that with my Curse Catcher. So I guess Pithing Needle is helping out a little bit. Very good call, just ditching the island because I drew another one. Wasn't really any debate about it. So now I play another Lord, keep the clock going. Okay, Rich taking all his damage here. Yeah, He only took one from the first fetch. He didn't get a check, so didn't get a shock land. So he took one from the fetch. Okay, so Sword of the Meek. All right, I need to do some damage now. Seagate Wreckage is very nice. I don't want to let him know that I have that yet, so I'm going to play that. And getting blown out here by a Wrath would stink, but at the same time I do have Seagate Wreckage. I can start to draw cards. I have my colorless mana to fuel the Seagate Wreckage. So I think we just push in this situation. Keeping a Lord in hand is probably not necessary. Not helpful, I should say. Let's be as aggressive as possible and make him have it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We're going to be left with Mutavault as an attacker. He doesn't know that I have the Seagate Wreckage. He doesn't have any amazing artifacts in his graveyard to use with Academy Ruins right now. Top deck. All right, so I think I'm in a better position than I initially thought because he's trying to get the combo, I guess, or not even, because I have Island Walk. He needs a needs a Damnation. Oh, so he didn't get it. Seagate. Perfectly timed. What a card. Alright, so that is the end of this match, and I think that'll be the last one for the night. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably be back within the next week or so with more matches for you to watch, so please check back, and I'll see you there. Bye.